Hi Scorpio, welcome to your end of December 2016 General Tarot Scope. It's Raina here, and I have my camera set up in a new way. I want to give a shout out to a person that, commented under a Scorpio video. So I'm assuming this person is a Scorpio and was, a little bit irked about my constant jostling of my camera and stuff like that. And that was because I had it really close to me. I thought it would be easier to control all the like turning it on and off, but it seems to be okay. I'll have to see how it translates onto YouTube, but I want to give that person, a word of thanks for suggesting it, because sometimes you do things and you don't realize how much it may affect other people. So anyway, let's see what these cards are. Oh, that's a good ending. Okay, you guys. So the overall theme for the end of the month is the Eight of Pentacles. This is a card. It can be, some of you may be either, training for something that's for work. Maybe you're getting some kind of certificate. It could be that you are on the job training, like an apprentice. It can be that you're just, working very hard at this current time. And of course, this is the end of December. It's around the holiday season. So, depending on what type of position you have, there may be a lot of demands that need to be, like orders to be filled and things like that. And so you're definitely hard at work. In personal relationships, it could relate to an earth sign individual that is in the picture: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And it could even be that, if you're in a marriage situation, it could be that you're really working on saving the marriage, or, that's the only thing I could think of, because why would you have to work at something if it was just going smoothly? So in the recent past, we have the Eight of Wands. So it's interesting because this is a card of sudden movement, or a lot of flurry of messages back and forth. Another 8. You rule the 8th house, Scorpio. 8 is a power number, and it can be dealing with success in business success. It's a very prosperous number and card. So this may even be for your own business. Maybe you have your own business, and all of a sudden you start getting a lot of orders, and you're just working really hard. In personal relationships, there could be a fire sign that was involved, and now there's an earth sign, or maybe both are involved. So we're talking Aries, Leo, and or Sagittarius. What comes in is the Four of Swords. So definitely for the worker bees out there, you probably are going to be, it's probably going to be one of those things where you work really intensely, and then maybe around the holidays or after the holidays are over, you might have a little bit of respite, a little bit of reprieve. This is a card of recharging your batteries. So maybe you're going to go on vacation even. But it's not really kind of like one of those cards of just going on a cruise or something. It's really kind of a reflection on something. It's more of an internal thing. And speaking of internalizing or internal thought, we have the Hermit, which is another card that is connected to reflection and looking within for the light. You know, he's got that lantern. The star is featured there, so that hope, looking for inspiration in life. It is connected to Virgo. So I mentioned Earth sign energy, so there might be a Virgo person who is involved, and as the higher message, it's like either you, if you're like torn between two people and one of them is a fire sign and an earth sign, possibly a Virgo, it probably is pointing to the earth sign. Oh my God. I was thinking, now please tell me if any of you are Scorpios, if you're torn between a Sagittarius and a Virgo, because the challenge is the Temperance card, and that is connected to Sagittarius, and it's in the the challenge position. So that may be the person that I was talking about in the past, and then now you're with an Earth sign, and I said Virgo. Now, if I just contrast the two energies of the Hermit and the Temperance card, especially in reverse. One of them is responsible and practical, and the other one is, it could even have like alcoholism or some type of an addiction, and it could even be that the fire sign, if it's a fire sign person, that it happened very quickly with you, and that would make me almost think of like an affair or something like that. Maybe you're married to a Virgo person, and you got involved with a Sagittarian, and they are having they're not in a stable place for some reason. Some sort of addictive behavior. Maybe you met them in a bar. But yeah, I mean, it's quite a different thing. And I think that you're going to be, I think if you were, maybe you were a little bit unstable at one point, you're kind of getting on the straight and narrow with that Eight of Pentacles, and that you want to take time out. The advice is the Justice card. So maybe, I know this is like kind of like these very crazy things, but who knows? Maybe that's my intuition and I'm kind of discounting it. I was going to say, if you got into a very quickie marriage with a Sagittarian, they're saying get divorced. You need to call the justice system, or you need to get a lawyer involved in the. But obviously I'm being a little bit silly, but no, I mean, you might have to kind of take care of that if that's something that you got into an not ill-advised, but into a rush job type of a marriage. Maybe you weren't, maybe you were just kind of on the rebound of some other relationship and you just did something rashly. And now you're like, oh my God, what have I done? And you're trying to clean up your own life, but somebody else is still there, in some capacity. And you have to kind of make a legal declaration that you're cut off from that person. The other thing, too, is fairness. So is there fairness in your situation? If you're in the workplace, for instance, and you're doing a lot of work, are you able to have that time, that rest time? That may be another thing. Also, yeah, and I was going to say too, like balance, balance your work and your rest so that you don't burn out. But the outcome is the Sun card. So this is a card of success. And as you see, there's two people there, so that's a card of love too. It doesn't have to be. It could be business success. Anything, the yes card, the affirmative. So this is for you, Scorpio. even though you may have some challenges, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you do. The Temperance card in reverse can just mean that you have to make sure that you do get balance. That, maybe, the Temperance is about equanimity. So maybe, if you're working too hard trying to fit everything in for, like I had said before, like orders or something like that, you may just burn the candle at both ends, and you need to remember to, get enough sleep and take time out to just do nothing. But it can relate to relationships. And if it does, I think in the end, you're going to, gravitate towards a person who, you're going to find love, or you're going to maintain the love that you have for someone. It's not going to, maybe you are in a new relationship with somebody, and there's somebody from the past who, there's a loose end, so to speak. Maybe you just haven't finalized a divorce, or you haven't gone through that process, but that relationship is definitely over. And it's just saying that, whatever happens, you're going to have what you want. And so, all's well that ends well. And also, I wanted to say one more thing, Scorpio. You do have, 4 out of the 7 cards are major arcana cards. So it could be a very important period of time for you at the end of December. So in any case, I hope you enjoyed this. And I wish you all the best. Happy New Year. And if you'd like a private reading, click on the link below. Otherwise, take care, you guys. Bye.